So I essentially predicted conformal cyclic cosmology. I was curious how the universe could be created in general. How it goes into like deities, gods, and stuff too, as well. Philosophy. But at a time, I was thinking about Hawking radiation and confused about warping space time. And that I was thinking like maybe singularities grow and you know more black holes form, but then that's left relative to Hawking radiation, and that maybe we're surrounded by black holes, and that's how space is expanding. And then it occurred to me, if we can warp space time, then we're living in a dark matter sponge. And so dark matter from the sponge, it's drawing matter outwardly. That's how our space is expanding. And dark matter is Hawking radiating, whereas then black holes are radiating. And I don't know, this post on Facebook talks about, I'd love to talk to him. Each beginning with a big bang, and each ending in a state that seeds the next one. So, I, I'm pretty sure what happens then, like how the Big Bang happens, is the dark matter pour. I call it dark matter sponge. Which is essentially just a black hole, but it's an outside hole. Like it's a pore of a sponge. If you imagine a sponge, as Hawking radiation happens, there's another one that then is expanding, and then there's another one that is contracting. And then that's where big bangs come from. Is this idea that I can do the math, but like it's very complicated, and I get migraines when I push my brain too far. So I've quit working on physics. But see, I'm already feeling dizzy. Uh, Men like Roger Penrose, like they just have it. I've had to push my brain, and so I reached a point where I'm just like I get dizzy sometimes, and just and then it'll cause migraines. I'm reading a rhetoric in my brain of this. Like conformal cyclic cosmology is not wrong. However, when you take it a step ahead of that, like I said, I basically predicted it. I didn't know who the fuck he was. And I'm still just getting into physics, and I've predicted other things or aligned with, like Sabrina Pasterski's time memory. I watched a box rotate, and I was just confused at how energy could vector. And the wall was resonated by my guitar, which then would vector energy and store memory. And so something happened there to cause a box to rotate in front of my eyes. And this is why we need 24-hour liquor stores and grocery stores. I want to go get some fucking food. And I want to get drunk so that my brain calms down. Once I start sobering up, like it just fucking spirals. There's so much information in my head. And I'm not perfect, so it causes issues. But so you have, let's say, it doesn't have to be perfectly spherical, obviously, but there would be a Hawking radiation. I don't know if you would call it differential of radiation, where the shape can change, and this is where the calculus would go. And then you have your black holes that form, matter all eventually draws in, and then the Big Bang happens. After you reach supercritical mass, though it's not technically supercritical mass, because then you have like these weird mesh networks on black holes. Their surface, as Hawking radiation happens, you get these weird networks that uh, where dark matter encounters, it forms all these little different particles. And those are subatomic, subquantum actually is what I call it. Subquantum physics. And this builds into the standard model of what is constructible. And I was working on a thesis for how subquantum physics relates to what the CERN Super Collider has discovered. And there's so much. It just keeps going and going. So you build this standard model. It has to form naturally. Because in philosophy, for God to exist, for thought to exist, there must be something for it to choose against. And if it can choose against something, that means that it is it's prior. It's before it. There was something before, then consciousness happened. And so where was I? This is my life's work. Like I've thought about this my entire for so long now. Anyway, how to construct matter naturally. I'm not going to share that one because I figured it out, but it would disprove religion, and so we still need religion. And also, there's no need to have that because it could be far too weaponized. Anyway, so at the surface of black holes, and when I came to this conclusion, I Googled it, and there's other theories too about it, of how Hawking radiation creates these like string-like networks of this mesh around the surfaces of black holes because we don't have subquantum physics yet, and I'm the original thinker of it and physicist of it, and that so as space-time warps around what the hell they call it, uh, the polar moment of the like what the fuck do they call that? I forget. Gosh, I haven't talked about this in a long time. There's a certain point where gravity splits photons. And so you get a flying off like positron, and electrons absorbed, which means that photons actually do have mass. My theories go into how photons actually rotate around gravitational planes because they can then maintain a constant energy. But I'm gonna get a fucking migraine. I can already feel it coming. God damn it. God, I fucking hate migraines. Like, I get real ones. Yeah, I can feel it coming. I still have 3 hours before I can go to the fucking liquor store. I just want to, be normal, like, so that I can find a woman to love. The only woman that could keep up with me is Sabrina Spistarsky. Like, but I'm not vilified by the scientific community. Like, so how would she know if I'm good or bad? Like, time for me passes so fucking slow. I live life 3 times longer than a normal person. My mind is over 120 years old. And I don't have enough alcohol. Alcohol helps. It simultaneously raises my intellectual capacity, but it also dulls down my reflexes. And so right now, every 3 seconds is 1 second to me. It takes so long. 3 hours, it's like 9 hours for me. Fucking hate it. And I'm not drunk, so I'm thinking about way too many things. Because the law says, oh my god, you can't buy alcohol until 8 a.m. What's the fucking difference? I don't sleep, man. I sleep 2 hours at a time. I am tired. Look at my fucking brain. Look at the shape of this fucking thing. It's ridiculous. My head is gigantic. Like, I just want a sandwich. I have to wait till 10:30 a.m. 5 more fucking hours to buy a sandwich. What is the difference? Why does it matter? 8 a.m. Who decided, hey, it's 8 a.m. Now you can buy alcohol. Like, who are you? Like, what happened to 24-hour grocery stores? Like, I want to go get a fucking Jimmy John's. I want to get a sandwich, and I want to get drunk and fall the fuck asleep so I can stop thinking about lost love. Like, I'm tired. I don't sleep. Fucking hate. I hate society. Society sucks. Like, humanity sucks. So, anyway, there's a way to equate the singularity, but I'm not a mathematician. But to formalize how random particle structures form in the super collider, fucking call that stupid thing, giant magnet in a ring, and yeah, the CERN super collider, that's what they call it. To equate particle decay and then equate it to Hawking radiation, my theory of dark matter sponges, to formulate matter in the standard model. I already lost my train of thought. God, I fucking hate being me. So you equate to the standard model. You figure out how singularities can formulate particles and how they build molecules. And it's based on rotational vectoring of photons for around gravitational planes to keep a constant. And Hawking radiation then equates based on your sub-quantum field theory of how small singularity can be based on the volumetric structure. And then your black hole is Hawking radiating based on its volumetric structure. This led into my gravitational field model, where you take density divided by mass and mass divided by density. It's my finest physics theory. It's so simple and elegant. Nobody else noticed it. So volume divided by density, density divided by volume. And then you subdivide those. And what you get is a calculation for dark matter sponge. But I don't care about awards. I've never cared about them. Let the guys that have been in school for their entire lives have the awards. I just I just want to get drunk and fall asleep, and hopefully I don't wake up. Maybe enjoy a good Italian style sandwich, but in the long run, it's I'm so tired of my memories. Been alone so long. I actually haven't studied Hawking radiation much. I imagine it's singularities that escape as a um, photon separates, right? On the fuck is that called? I hate it when I'm stupid. Come on, hands. God. All twitchy. I think I need some potassium. Now I'll buy some bananas. Ugh, this is annoying the shit out of me. What they call it. Yeah, there's a Schwarzschild radius, but they have a special word for it. Variations for spinning black holes. Come on. My God. Can't anything be fucking functional online anymore? It's ridiculous. All I need is one fucking word so my brain doesn't itch anymore. The Event Horizon. There you go. Thank God. Ugh. Now I don't even remember what I was talking about because the fucking computer can't search for something properly. Ugh. God, I hate myself. I'm so fucking tired of being me. Can it be 8 o'clock already so I can calm my brain down? Would that be okay with you, America? Space. Be okay with you, space and time? Anyway, the unified field model is basically that. I wrote it in a. I think I have it in here. In a eccentric way. So you have my gravitational field model. Why are you blue? Anyway, that's my gravitational field model and how it shows how working wave functions form. Thought I had it in here. I have it on a board somewhere. Oh, hands. Ridiculous. So much back here, too. what that is. An unpickable lock. Yeah, I invented a lock that you couldn't pick. Some of my, I think, Feynman diagrams that have never been done. These are my own unique ones. And I was, exploring them. They're really fun to play around with. Skateboard designs. Amplifier designs. Load of bullshit. Yeah, my cyclic mass theory. Some more of the Feynman diagrams and how you can structure them and network them. And tessellation forms and stuff like that. And this is, what the fuck is this? Oh, this is me trying to figure out a universal structure for. I was inventing a. What do they even call that? Basically, it's a horsepower torque transformer. For engines. I guess this is for, I think that's for a video game. I'm stuck in between two choices in my dream. I'm at the well wishing, or it's straight to hell to pay. One more step, though I could just walk away. Then again, it's left to my say, and this is my choice. This is all I have to choose. This is all I have to choose. It'd be a lie if it's not meant to be. It'd be a blight here to change my way. How can I just buy one more day? When we keep playing and it's time's game. And this is my choice. This is all I have to choose. This is all I had to choose. I think that was a song I was writing. Seriously, what the fuck is even in here anymore? I don't even remember. Governors. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna write a proposal, unify the governors of California, Texas, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Oklahoma, and how to provide water. To all the states. But like I said, I've kind of given up on humanity. These are vector calculations for empty space. Is this me trying to disprove 1, I think, or 10, I mean. Yeah, to equate 10 to 0. 10's not a number. Yeah. These are my old, that was a fun time. I had a lot of fun trying to figure that out. Anti-gyroscopic triaxial turbine. Don't remember that. Don't remember that at all. It's this. This is more Feynman diagrams of cyclic mass. And it goes into gravitational theory and conformal cyclic cosmology. It's just very simplified. I never got to fill this whole thing out. I like making things very simple because that's how I was raised. My parents would always tell me that everything I talked about was too complex. They never really invested in my brain. Design basics. Redesign of my turbine propeller impeller offering molecular sieve structure. Function simultaneously intake and compressor. Oh, okay. Into inertially vector and 0g gyroscopically as the flywheel. I invented a turbine, like it's a propeller impeller, but it's a turbine as well. And it moves air on 3 axes for my induction for my, come on brain, my infinitely variable transmission, so that it could control, torque and horsepower. Because I was designing an engine, which I actually have a drawing in here of this engine. There's so much weird shit in this. So here's my engine concept, basic drawing. So the engine, it would flux and rotate like that, and drive the turbine and compress a single charge in the interior, and then it would basically be a 4-piston engine. It's not rotary though. It's not like a, I usually use for airplanes. I forget what they're called, but this book is so old. Anyway, it would technically be a single stroke engine. I don't even remember what this is. Gravitation. It's levitation theory. And how to structure molecules and matter so we can have anti-gravity. Figured that out. Honestly, it was not that difficult. It's just that how it can be used is dangerous. Here's my generator. And I was making a mock of pyramids. People would be like, pyramids are power. They're power machines and stuff. And so it functions on cyclic mass. So you have your sliding side, that's direct current, and then you have your alternating current on the other side that then is resisted by, and you can control how it spins in the counterweighting. See, since my inventions were stolen from me, I quit writing things out distinctly. Can't stand people. Can't believe they fucking stole my invention. But at least I get to live here. Here's a poem I wrote, split by time. Yeah. I wrote this imagining a girl, the perfect one, at another table. Well, I wrote at the coffee shop. Here we sit, you and I, a world apart, separated in time. Floor below, I cannot walk. To say hello, we better not. The light rains in, pouring down. Who is it I'm missing now? A chair apart, another way. Imagine you, the lovely play. I see you now, clear as ever. What I missed, a heart to tether. Another life, another day. Where are you? I cannot say. That what I see cannot be. That what I think I dare to dream. For missing you is harder and harder. I sit between us, stranded farther and farther. Here I am now, the seam to end my search with better timing, to start my life without longing. My search for you is never ending. Hopeless romanticism. What else is in here? I haven't written in this in a long time. Some sort of a instead of a oh yeah, this one's really cool. Well, you need air pressure for acceleration, but this is a turbine accelerating design. So the barrel spins. I mean, it wouldn't be practical, but the barrel can spin and you can use less pressure. And so instead of a shell ammunition, the turbine could be used to generate the combustion and propulsion of rounds. No shells, no gunpowder, less weight, more fuel, longer range. Yeah. So I was trying to work out an action where it spins, and that reduces your coefficient of friction. So as the bullet travels, it's spinning with the friction of the barrel, but the coefficient is changed. And so the bullet would spin to stabilize it, and you would need less powder charge because the bullet itself is not being grooved. and increasing the coefficient of friction. And so the bullet then itself would have a smoother drag coefficient, and it'd be more stable. Completely impractical, though. You cannot, you can't build that and make it perfectly functional. I designed another thing, a rotating bolt. It would rotate. It was gas operated rotation, and so it would rotate and take a round, similar to like a minigun, a chain gun. I think that's everything. Let's see, we got 2 hours. Store's gonna open in 3 minutes. You know what I feel like doing? I feel like going to the grocery store, sitting there, watching the sunrise, and writing in my notebook again, like I used to. And I have a pretty decent pencil for it, so this would be a pretty nice morning, I think. I haven't written this in a long time. Like, you can see how weathered it is. It's not in good shape. I've spent so much time in that thing. It's where I house my brain. We're used to. There's a lot in there. A lot more that I haven't spoken about. But I think I'm just gonna go and see what comes out of me, I guess.